Trump breaking news. Alligators should be stationed at the southern border, according to Lauren Boebert. Republic. Lauren Boebert, Republican Colorado, rebutted Representative Robert Garcia, Democrat California, on Trump's border policies, stating that she would gladly support legislation that featured alligator moats to fortify the southern border. On Tuesday, during a hearing before the House Homeland Security Committee to address the recent surge of migrants at the southern border, Republicans in the House advanced their plan to remove Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas from office, whom they have charged with not enforcing U.S. immigration policies adequately. Even though Mayorkas was absent from the hearing, he denied the accusation and Democrats raised objections to the impeachment processes. Garcia was one of them. He brought up the unwise border policies proposed by Trump during the session, including the construction of alligator moats along the border. That's one of his incredible ideas, among others. The New York Times reported in 2019 that Trump had discussed the possibility of deploying alligators or snakes to strengthen the border in private on multiple occasions. Trump and MAGA's plan, according to Garcia, involves alligator moats, bombing northern Mexico, shooting migrants in the legs, electrifying the barrier, and attaching spikes to their bodies. This was stated on Tuesday. A strategy for the border that Donald Trump has proposed is that, interrupting the intervention by the Democratic congressman on Tuesday, Boebert, a long-standing Trump supporter and member of the MAGA party, told the far-right, pro-Trump TV network One America TV on Wednesday that she would co-sponsor legislation similar to the one that Garcia had recapped. "I do believe that Robert Garcia did present to the nation our newest border bill with the gators, an electric fence and spikes," she said, chuckling, while speaking to Dan Ball of One America News. When asked, "Sign me up, but don't take any more taxes, but I'm for it," Ball happily obliged. "Sign me up, I will co-sponsor that legislation, I'm happy to," stated the politician. Additionally, "I believe that comedian Ron White deserves some credit for being the first to suggest the idea of gators and a moat at the border. Except for the humor, this is a very serious issue, and Secretary Mayorkas must be held responsible." Newsweek sent an email early Thursday morning to the press offices of Boebert and Garcia, requesting a comment. 2 articles of impeachment against Mayorkas were advanced on Wednesday morning by the GOP-controlled Homeland Security Committee, which proceeded along party lines. The allegations against Mayorkas include his alleged willful and systematic failure to enforce immigration rules at the border. The decision passed with a vote of 18 to 15, even though every Democrat voted against it. In order to impeach Mayorkas, Republicans in the House needed to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that she committed serious crimes and misdemeanors. Republicans have been heavily criticizing the Biden administration for the dramatic increase in migrant arrivals last year, making the subject of border security a potentially pivotal one in the run-up to the November presidential election. There were 302,000 migrant interactions at the U.S.-Mexico border in December, according to officials. The new bipartisan immigration measure is currently being drafted by the Senate, and Biden has pledged to sign it into law. However, it is highly improbable that the House will approve it in time to prevent the incumbent from gaining ground before November 5.